Welcome to Time for Healing. I'm your host, Marion Porter of Star Winds. Time for Healing is a show featuring Connecticut's leading healing practitioners, and I am so excited today. I have the famous Bradford W. Tilden. Yes, he is finally on my show, and he's going to talk to us all about crystalline sound healing. Yes, Bradford Tilden, you're here.
I am, Marion.
Oh,
I'm so excited and so grateful.
Oh, I've waited for you to be on my show. Awesome. Look at all of this fun.
That's right. I used to love show and tell in elementary school, so this is my show and tell today.
Yay. Where do we start?
Wherever you like. Everything has a story.
Oh, let's talk about the big boy right there.
The big boy. All right. So, Mary and I got into crystal healing a little over a decade ago, and Lemurian seed crystals really started to call to me. This is one of the first ones that I acquired, and
it's huge.
She is huge. Her name is Gaia Ha, which means earth water. Wow. And she is a Lemurian dream seed crystal. They have this special sort of like foggy hue and stuff like that. Very, very powerful.
Yeah.
She and asks me to take her to various power points, ley lines, and sacred areas on the earth, and actually place her somewhere and leave her for an indeterminate amount of time to do reactivations and connections in the crystalline consciousness grid that surrounds the earth. And she is. Would you like to hold her?
Yes. Oh.
So. Early in my, quite recently after I acquired her, a monk came to me for some healing work, and I gave he held this crystal, and it must have been his pure heart, but there was a plume of love energy that just filled like a 35-foot diameter, and it was Gaia Ha. She was actually activated by his love. So Lemurian seed crystals in general they vibrate with unconditional love, and
really?
When someone is vibrating with unconditional love and a Lemurian seed crystal is placed into their field, really amazing, wonderful things happen. So she's kind of like a silent giant. She rests in this really amazing handmade Native American pouch.
That's beautiful.
A medicine woman from North Dakota gave this to me, and it's the perfect home for Gaia Ha when she's not doing work. That medicine woman's name is Deborah Brightstar.
Wow. Oh, I don't want to let go.
You don't have to.
But there's so many others.
I know. Well,
I will return Gaia.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
there you go.
That was amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So, actually, let's move right along. The Lemurian seed crystals, for those people who aren't familiar with them, they were the first substantial pocket of them was discovered in 1999 in a mine in Brazil, in a region called Minas Gerais.
Oh, I didn't know it was that recent.
Yeah. It was. Although I have met people who have somehow found and acquired Lemurian seed crystals that predate that, but the first major deposit, a collection of them, wasn't really discovered until '99.
Wow!
And the crystals had a few very interesting features. The first feature is they were not growing out of bedrock; they were growing out of sand. And sand.
Is that why they look more like glass?
Well, no, hold on a second. A good question, though. You can see and you can actually feel the texture. The sand grew into this crystal as it was forming. And there are, this type of crystal is called a Lemurian dream seed. I'm sorry, this is a Lemurian dream goddess.
Dream goddess.
These are the dream seeds.
What is the difference between goddess and seed?
The dream seeds have sand in them. They have the original sand. Now, here you can hold that. This name is Ipselion. Ipselion and Gaia High actually accompanied me to Burning Man in 2008, and they held the masculine and the feminine polarities while I was creating a crystalline vortex to activate everyone's androgynous higher self. We had thrones with chakra systems representing different crystals, and actually an Emmy Award-winning set designer made the thrones, and I put the crystals on them, and these giant crystals were sort of sitting next to it, pointing up to an androgynous chakra system that was suspended from the air.
That's so cool. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, can I try to hold one of each?
Oh yeah. So the glassy quality, this is partially cut. When a crystal is cut, I have some more examples here. Maybe we should. This is a...
Wow, those you can see right through them.
Yeah, these are very high quality. These are actually Lemurian seed crystals. If you don't know the frequency and you're not sensitive enough, you wouldn't be able to tell this is Lemurian because all of the physical characteristics
because they have special, like, bumpy, looks like circuitry on them, right? Wow, so, I can't let these go.
You don't have to. So that one's partially cut so you can see into it. The green is chlorite, and it's also a phantom crystal. Other sides are been left alone. Plus,
I will return them back to you. They're pretty heavy. What are they, like 10 pounds each?
Probably, yeah. This is terrible. Here's a not so fun story, but a funny story. I had this on my carry-on flying from Portugal, and they forced me to run down to baggage, put it in my checked luggage because they said I could use it as a bludgeoning device. And I can't believe anyone would consider using a crystal as a bludgeoning device.
Oh dear!
But this is my bludgeoning device.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we all need something.
So what else have we?
Okay. Moving on. I'll talk more about Lemurians some other time. Or my website has a lot of writing about them.
Okay. Oh, well, now you've got a rattle.
Yes.
Ooh, a dragon! And look at this is your tapestry.
Yes,
Fans of the show will know that this is not part of the artwork of the studio. This is your tapestry. Dragons. You were saying something to me about dragons.
Oh yeah. So this is a sarong. I love fabrics. This sarong is what I wrap this crystal bowl in.
Oh, I hope to hear that soon.
Yeah. So it comes. It has a lot of energy in it because it's there for all the experiences. This rattle is handmade by a woman who lived in Kansas City. I believe she's in Boston now. Her name escapes me, but I love her dearly. I acquired this at the World Sound Healing Conference in LA in 2007.
Oh, wow.
She had a whole table of them, and I went right to this one.
Yeah.
And she said she goes and she does shamanic journeying, meets spirit animals, and then she comes back and she paints them on these rattles.
Wow.
So she met this red dragon. And she also turns the handles and puts different oils on them.
Really?
And she said to me, this is the only rattle she ever put crystals in. And I thought that was funny because I do crystal healing.
Wow, can I hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So there's
that's exquisite.
There's carnelians in here and corn.
Carnelians and corn.
Yeah.
Well, it said whatever healing happens, it will grow corn for you.
Yeah, and I'll use this on you in a bit.
I can't wait.
It's very, very powerful.
I can't wait. And so this one's all dolled up. What's going on here?
Okay. This is one of the first wands that I acquired. A woman in Walnut Creek, California, at a holistic fair. She, her guides direct her as to how to assemble these intuitively created wands.
Wow.
And what this wand is, and this is a good example of the ridges and the foggy characteristics of Lemurian seed crystals.
I always thought they looked like circuit boards on the sides.
Yeah, on the sides, I think they're like, to me, they look like island archipelagos, perhaps future island systems, or past, or ancient Lemuria, or whatever you like. I met someone who uses the ridges to keep track of time as he time travels and he battles demons.
Oh, how exciting!
He's a very powerful person, and but they work personally when you rub the striations.
Can I?
Yeah, absolutely. With your thumb, it creates basically a vibrational barcode, like a sequence of vibrations, which activate your personal DNA.
Oh,
and
look, it just sucked the wind right out of me.
Yeah. Now,
wow.
I have to say that the ones that are cut and polished, they still have the information to activate your DNA, but the tactile experience is no longer available. But because crystals are holographic, The ridges and the information are within every
This is beautiful.
layer of the crystal. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's a Lemurian seed crystal, a smoky Lemurian, actually.
Okay.
And
Oh,
the
there we
other
go.
side, it's not a naturally double terminated. This is a natural citrine.
Oh, I thought it was the same crystal. I'm
it's a
glad you
natural
said
citrine.
something.
They fit perfectly together. It's an extraordinary piece of work.
That is intense because they really are like a matched set.
Yep.
Wow.
And the blue stones are an aqua aura. These lighter ones, and this darker one is actually a tanzanite aura.
It's amazing.
And I found that all the copper swirls, different hand positions and finger configurations create different vibrations for almost an infinite variety of healing.
It's almost like it plays chords of healing
Yeah, like you
frequencies.
kind of know and you can change. Because I forgot the name of the modality, but each finger represents a different thing. It's like a Jin-Jujitsu, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So like when I think of that, when I do my healing work, how I hold a wand is very important, as well as just holding it.
Wow.
Like what fingers are making contact and how they're arranged.
Interesting.
It's very subtle differences that allow you to go deeper and deeper into deeper layers of a person to create profound healing from even past lifetimes.
Wow. And so I have this in front of me.
Yes, you do.
Let me take a little sip here.
Good idea. Yeah.
SCTV cups. So what am I doing with this? What happens
Yes.
here? 'Cause can we phase into the healing portion now?
Yes, we can. So this is a layout from the modality that I teach in practice. It's called Universal White Time Gemstone Healing.
Universal White Time Gemstone Healing.
It's a mouthful, but
Yeah.
it changed the course of my life.
Wow.
It absolutely did. And this was the first layout I experienced, and so I figured it's a good layout for you to experience.
I'm excited. Now, how do I experience this?
Yeah. So this modality treats crystals with their vibrational frequency. Each crystal can be measured and quantized to have a particular vibration. A lot of crystal healing is intuitive, and you feel that a crystal is good for this or that.
Right.
This is actually based on science. And a certain arrangement of crystals, normally placed on the body, it generates a collective frequency that infuses you at the subatomic level of your being with the vibration of the central sun. And through the law of attraction and all of that, you are vibrating like the central sun, and you start to receive, you start to connect with it, and it unfolds throughout your life for about 4 years until the energy fades away.
Wow.
So that's
So
a
what
mouthful.
do I do?
Yes, I don't need to get up yet. So there's a shortcut. You can take your receiving hand and you can just place it over the layout, like so. Yep.
Like my whole arm?
You can start with your fingertip at the top of it, and then kind of like roll your hand onto it so that all the stones are making contact with your body somehow. Perfect. And now what I'd invite you to do, we're moving into the healing.
Yeah.
Is to center, ground, take a deep breath in, and release. And another one. Now continue to breathe like that. Focus on your hand, your left hand, and your arm. And visualize a white light coming from the stones, flowing in through your arm, to your shoulder, down into your heart, and then spreading out from your heart into the entirety of your body and energy field.
Wow.
So I'll talk over this, but
Open my eyes. I don't.
just go for it. Just go for it. This is a very powerful. This is a very powerful layout. So. The layouts last about 20 minutes, and it takes about 20 minutes for the stone's energies to permeate your entire energy field.
Listen, permeation is happening.
That's right.
Wow.
And I like to add sound. Sound shapes matter into geometric shapes, and crystals are geometric. They're like frozen light, and light travels geometrically, and consciousness is light. So When the crystals are organizing your subatomic level, the sound organizes your molecular level of your actual physical matter of your being. They're also tremendously powerful at releasing emotional blockages.
Whoa! Oh dear.
Still got some time in the healing, right?
I totally fell asleep.
That's amazing how quickly it can bring you in. Ready? Try not to
Your
walk.
singing is beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, perfect with the ball. Oh, hey now.
Do you feel that?
Oh, yeah.
So, crystal energy is very subtle, and it's kind of at the same subtlety, the subtle level as thought forms, as mental constructs. And so you can really direct crystal energy with your intention.
Yeah.
And when you have a pure intention of love and light and truth and manifestation, even if the person who's receiving the healing doesn't physically feel the energy, it is definitely working.
Oh, this is definitely working.
Yeah.
So when you're doing that and all the pulling, just for the viewers, what is it that you're actually doing?
This is a technique. It's a spiral clearing.
Yeah, it's spinning and pulling. That's what it feels like.
And you can do a full healing of the body, but I operate mostly intuitively.
Yeah.
And what you do is you're gathering energy and then making a sort of a reverse mini tornado cone and pulling it out.
Oh yeah, you are too. This is happening.
Yeah. And housekeeping is you have to transmute the energy when you displace it.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of got it's kind of like always on. It's because I do this so much, so I've got my methods.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you can help heal physical pain, create movement of energy, clear the organs. Of course, counterclockwise is open. Counterclockwise is closed.
Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Clockwise is open, right. So that was that. It's not a good idea, unless you know what you're doing, to point a crystal at a person's head.
Okay.
So you can point it sort of beyond it, or you can use it.
What happens if you point it at someone's head?
Well, it can happen that you can, if it's a crystal is pointed at someone's head for a duration of time, it could actually burn a hole in their bone.
Dear God, don't put it near my head.
They're very powerful. And, this is what spaceships are powered with. Crystal energy.
Yeah.
And that's what Atlantis was experimenting with. And we know how that turned out. So, we're not quite ready for the technology, although we are using crystals to store
I'm not
data.
quite ready to have a hole in my bone.
No,
So.
we're using crystals to store data.
Yeah.
And then the microchips. And so, and I use my hand to kind of contain her aura and scan it.
Oh, what do you find it?
Yeah. Well, you're just really open. It's like I'm feeling a lot of energy wants to go down and all the way down.
Is this a good thing?
Yes. Just gather the energy of this layout. I know we're a bit distracted, but it's coming down, and allow it to travel all the way through your root chakra into the center of the earth, into the crystalline core of the earth. A lot.
Yeah, that happened.
There you go.
That happened.
I'll let you sit with that energy right now. I don't have to necessarily be active the entire time. But one of the things that I'm committed to is New Earth awareness. Eckhart Tolle came out with that book, The New Earth.
Yeah.
That was very interesting. I finally read it. My mom said, "You could have written something like that." And I said, "I know, but I didn't need to." The white time modality talks extensively about the new Earth. The woman that created it, she's been an ET contactee since she was a child. She's actually been off planet numerous times.
I want to go off planet.
Me too. I have been, but not in my conscious
Yeah, I mean, I want
state.
to be conscious
Yeah.
doing it. I don't want
Like-
it to be a dream.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I hope so.
Yeah, and it has happened at night, and when I was a kid especially. But
Well, I know when I was a kid, but right now.
yeah. Well, I don't need to be off planet right now. But she's pretty much an expert. Earth is referred to as World 1, and the physical universe is referred to as World 2.
Oh, cool.
And I don't want to go into that too much, not here. But so what I do, and I work with other people and other group consciousnesses, the bird tribe, which a lot of people work with in different ways.
Oh, I love the bird tribe. They
Yeah.
always leave me feathers.
Me too. I have received 2 initiations on their spaceship since I started consciously working with them.
Cool.
And the first time I contacted them, a sort of a cosmic sprite being, I was laying down, meditating, integrating the experience I had at a Tom Kenyon sound healing at this.
I love Tom Kenyon.
Oh, yeah, he's amazing.
Oh, my God. Lightship? Oh,
Yeah. Have you read his book?
no.
Oh, it's good. You should read it. Useful stuff. But I was at the LA conference where I got this, and he did a workshop. And in that workshop, I experienced the archetype of me actually being St. George who slayed the last
I
dragon.
love St. George.
And I started hysterically crying. And until some Reiki practitioner sent some energy, because I realized after that I was torn with such guilt. Excuse me. I'm getting it tickly in my throat. That
Listen, I'll say from the universe
Yeah.
saying that you're speaking the truth.
that I had impaled myself. I fell backwards on my sword and ended my life. I don't really know the true story, but this is what my experience was, and that's what I go with. But I had been having chronic back pain every time I felt guilt or anything, and then it was finally gone. But then after he took us through that, he took us down into the underworld, and we opened our doorway and had our sentinel there, and then he invited us to meet our spirit animal. And first of all, it was just darkness, and then an eye opened up, and it was a dragon's eye, and it was a huge dragon. And this was, I think I bought this because of that experience. And then the dragon gifted me something. It gifted me an egg.
Oh, wow.
And I actually took the egg and I raised it on the telluric realm, which is the 2nd dimension, where like fairies and all those people live. And it hatched, and I named it Ignu, and he comes and visits sometimes. This is when I was
Cool.
living in California.
Okay. So I've been like this for a little bit now, and this is. I feel different. And when you were singing particularly, and I want to hear more singing.
I can give you more singing.
So I've been sitting like this for a while, and I really, what has happened to me? All of the swirling and the pulling and the bringing down, and all these stones are lighting me up, but it's gentle. It's gentle and beautiful, like it's waves of hugging energy. So wrap up for me really quickly what this is doing for me, because wow.
Sure thing.
I've never experienced something so gentle like this.
Thank you for your feedback.
Yeah.
It is gentle and it's profound.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, it adds a vibration to the subatomic strings that hold your particles together at the subatomic level. So what does that mean for you practically?
Yeah.
It means that it's creating more space within you and organization, and that's what consciousness fills.
Wow.
So, heaviness, used energy that needs to be transmuted, is basically there's no room
Can I
for
take my arm off?
You can take your arm off.
Just because I'm Sicilian.
Oh, sure, that's fine.
Yeah,
you need to move around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was as long as I had my arm immobilized. It's beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Can I hold this yellow
absolutely.
one?
Yeah,
this
that's an
yellow
orange.
one really is just calling me.
Oh, it's an orange calcite. It's very good. It's a nurturing stone.
Oh, wow.
And so this particular layout has a specific, connection to the central sun.
Yeah.
There's layouts for everything, kidney healing, your higher self. It's just endless, really.
Wow.
And but the general experience is one of feeling lighter, because consciousness and higher vibrational consciousness, it's a lighter, more thin energy, and you can't really feel it if you have dense energy in you, because of that denseness, the blockages, they actually inhibit your perception of these subtler energies. Wow. So the more you clear your body, clear your mind, clear your emotions through any modality or nutrition, you're able to experience and really connect with these energies in a very real, tangible way. And you start to seek people of the same vibration. We all resonate with someone. It's really important for people to come together to co-create, especially a group of 3, because some synergy happens, and you all get raised up to an even higher level with the group consciousness.
Wow.
And adding a crystal into the mix will just enhance everything, because crystals are always emitting the constant frequency, and they can always be replenished with sunlight, salt, or moonlight or anything. And with proper care, they can last a lifetime.
Wow, this was amazing. I'm going to set this baby down. This was amazing. This was just the greatest thing. I wish I had another hour or 2 or 3 or 4.
We can
Mr. Bradford W.
I don't know. I'll come back for a series.
We want him back, don't we? We want to hear more, don't we? Yeah.
I love sharing this stuff. I'm so blessed that I chose this path.
Yeah.
Because it was a conscious decision.
Yeah. So I'm afraid we've come to the end, and what I would very much like to do is finish by holding these 2 big boys while you play your beautiful bowl and sing that beautiful dulcet tones.
The ones that higher.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah. And I'll just talk really loud.
Right.
All right.
It did come to my awareness that I can channel angelic frequencies.
Oh, let's do it. Okay.
Point them so they create a pyramid above your head, a triangle.
Like this?
Yeah, but above your head.
Oh, Lord, it's heavy.
There you go.
Look at me. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for watching Time for Healing. Wow. Look at all of this. This has been the most amazing show ever, and I don't even know how to end this show. I don't know how to end. So, watch the next show. It's going to be a good one. I love you, and thank you, Bradford W. Tilden, for bringing all of this to us. All right. Thanks for watching. Whoa, they're heavy. Oh, just keep singing. Just keep singing. Oh, I love that. You're a human singing bowl.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.